Okay, stream should be starting in a minute. I just need to get the stream link. If it'll pop up. Here we go. Sorry for any background noise. Give me a second. There we go. Okay, here we go. So what am I doing today? Today I'm coding a to-do list, basically. Just a to-do list program. SAO Cutscene Maker. I'm going to base this program off the latest version, my SAO Cutscene Maker program. Let me just see if I should go with the latest version, if not maybe a slightly older version. Awesome, I have some good viewers. Welcome everyone. Okay, right now I'm just seeing if I want to base it off of the current version of the SAO Cutscene Maker, or if I want to maybe go back a little, maybe use the Neptunia Cutscene Maker program. Wow, I'm getting some good viewers with this. Welcome everyone. Okay, so right now I just need to test that. Since this is a to-do list, I actually do want to base it off of original code rather than coding it entirely from scratch, just because the fact that it will make it so that way I don't need to recode everything all over again when I have working code that effectively does everything I want it to do. So give me a second. So that seems to work fine. Yeah, I think I'm going to base it off of this. Yeah, this is going to be perfect. Okay. So the problem is I haven't worked on this project in a very long time, so I don't remember how all the code works here. So first let me save it as a new project. Here we go, to-do list program, to-do list 1.0. Give me a second. Here we go. Okay, so step 1 is going to be to cut all the meat from here to get rid of anything I don't need. Let me move my mic closer to me. So there is no runtime with this, in which case I can get rid of all the live stuff. I'm not going to touch anything I don't exactly know what it does at the I don't remember what it does at the moment. I don't need any of this. So I could delete the step event. Right now I don't really have any viewers, so if anyone's watching the archive, or if anyone joins, just let me know. Well, no one's listening anyways, whatever. Okay. So I'm going to keep the global event, the event stuff, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to keep that for now, not touch it. VK escape restarts the room. Let's keep that. Input mode, game mode. Okay. That was clearly for testing purposes. Game mode, save input, load input, scroll. Yeah, I don't remember what a lot of this does. So let's go with the easy stuff to get rid of. I could easily nix this. Buttons, save, what is this? Text input. I could nix this. Load, tutorial I can nix. Correct text, I'll keep that for now. Temp, I'll keep that for now. Arrows I'll keep. Screen overlay I'll keep for now. Global timer, absolutely I do not need. Yeah, 100% I don't need the global timer. Welcome viewer, welcome. Okay, scroll escape, what is this? If VK escape, go to room previous, I'll keep that. I'm gonna delete this. Remove delay, is this not a... Hey, what's up, Adam? One of my coworkers joined the stream. Welcome, welcome. Okay, if collision point, mouse X, mouse Y, self, true, false. I know you just joined stream, so I don't know how far you missed, but basically what's happening right here is I'm basing this program off of a previous program of mine called the SAO Cutscene Maker. Basically, all the to-do list really is, one second, what is that? So basically, all this program, the to-do list really is text input and being able to modify certain values. And because a previous program of mine has all of that at a very advanced level, I could just nix what doesn't need to be input into the program and simplify it down to its base components in order to create what I want here. The problem is this program I made when I was a lot less experienced, and on top of that, it's a very large program that wasn't finished. So there's a lot that needs to be nixed and simplified before I could really nail down what needs to be expanded upon. I could just start over from scratch, but that would take much longer and the code probably wouldn't be as good just because I spent months nailing this stuff down. So I first need to understand what can be nixed. If collision point, basically if you're clicking this button, if toggle equals 0, I don't know what toggle is. Image alpha is the whatever. Okay. If manager text input to dot text input selection equals text input and keyboard press down equal to removed. Okay, so this is a temporary asset from what I gather. Okay, object scroll. There's no scrolling in this, so I can nix that. Placeholder. Dialogue, text speed, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah, this was debug assets from what I gather. Let's go to the rooms. Text input 2, scroll room, room 0. Ah, this was the original text input, so... Yeah, I got it. Okay, so let's keep the hours for now. Yeah, now I remember. Most of the code for this is in the scripts. Okay, I see how I did this. Okay, room restart GML. Room restart. Why is it doing that? Ah, I see here. Okay, so this also restarts the variables. Okay, I see. Confirmed preview. Okay. This is specifically what I need. Yeah, this is what I really am looking for, and this is this block of code right here is the main reason I don't just want to start from scratch, because this block of code handles a really complex part that I don't fully understand how I did it the first time. Okay, if blah 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 blah. Okay, the save system also is pretty complicated. So is the load system, the edit system. Shoot. Seriously, this is relatively complex, actually. Yeah, this is gonna be really annoying. Okay, so let's do it like this. First, let's work on the basic thing. So what I'll do is let me modify sprite, spr underscore text box. Let's edit the image. I'm simply gonna make it a black box. I don't need something this complex for this. Let me just do a fill. And then let's have it be a black background. There we go. This is just going to be a simple text box to input the text for the to-do list. Doesn't need to be as complex as the other one because that was ripped straight from a video game. Perfect. Bye. Yes, it is. Okay, I could delete these because those aren't needed. I could also reduce the size of this. You know what, for the sake of testing purposes, I'll keep that the same for now. I'm going to delete these also. No, actually I'm not. Okay. So let's see if anything I did is going to break it. Probably yes. It's going to crash. How did it not crash? Okay, looks like the text input seems to be busted. No idea why it's busted. Wait, no, it's because it's white text, I think. It might actually be smart to work almost completely from scratch, but just copy and paste the code that I want to use. To-do list code. So first I'm going to make a global variable. Shoot, okay. Let's rename this. Shoot, renaming it will cause issues. Who cares if it causes issues, actually? I'm breaking this anyways. There we go. Let's do create event. Okay, so upon its creation, give me a second. On trackers, to do. I don't need the to do because this is not the same program. Define a variable, don't need because this is going to be a much simpler program. Common template system, don't need. Bugs, don't need. Resizing face, possible alternative text box. Find key code of a key. Find key code of a key, what does that mean? Ah, okay, I get it. That's interesting. Okay. Create note. What needs to be implemented for the to-do list? 1. Text input. 2. After the text is input. Okay, how is it going to function exactly? You input text into an individual list. So multiple lists. 2. So there's multiple lists with the option to add text to individual lists. 3. Autosave. 100% there needs to be autosave for this. Let's start with that, actually. Let's just start with those basics. Oh, one more thing. Preview the list. So what's going to happen is it's probably going to need to be done in a DS list format, and I could have a DS list of DS lists. That's relatively simple, especially in comparison to what this project right here, like this original file, was supposed to be. So let's start with that thing. Okay, so the global. Let's close all but this and open the notes. Okay. Multiple lists. Add text to individual list. Preview the list. Autosave. Autosave. Okay, let's do order to code. The first thing that's going to be needed to do is text input. Once you get the text input down, then you could work everything into the text input. So after the text input is done, I can work on a variable hierarchy. I'll figure everything out from there. Okay. So first, let's copy a lot of the code from the original text input system that I have here. The problem is the text input system here is a complete mess, as you can see. Yeah, I really should start this project over from scratch. VK, right? This is all debug stuff. If game mode is 1, if input mode is 1, no, if input mode is less than 2 string, what does any of this mean? I really don't know what any of this means. This is like from a year ago, by the way, so that's why I don't recognize any of this code. Let me switch the song. Okay. If global confirm preview. Okay. That's important, but that's going to come later. Text input manager, maybe? If keyboard check VK any key, if string toggle equals 1, I don't need the string toggle. Do I need the string toggle? What in the world is the string toggle? I'll keep it, actually, because I think for debugging purpose, I think it actually does serve a function. Keyboard string, need to figure out how to get the decimal point working for string digits. Else if string toggles equals 0, var a equals input if string length a is less than 5, blah, blah, blah. Ah, I know what string toggle is. That was if you were inputting numbers into a specific text box in the original program. So I don't need string toggle. That lines up with what the comment says over there too, so that makes a lot of sense. Okay, if keyboard check VK any key string input equals input plus string keyboard string, and then you reset the keyboard string. If keyboard check pressed VK underscore backspace input equals string delete input string length input 1. Okay, what does all that mean? It's checking if I'm pressing anything on the keyboard. Then it takes the variable known as input and sets it equal to itself plus whatever I typed on the keyboard. But because of a quirk with how the keyboard input works in GameMaker, I have to reset that because it's a built-in variable. After that, if keyboard check pressed VK underscore backspace. So before it's checking if I press any key. This time it's checking specifically if I press backspace. Then what it does is it takes the same variable and deletes the first thing right in front of it. If global.input mode equals 0, show debug message working. If global.input mode is 1, dialog text speed, got it. Okay, none of that is needed. I don't need any of the input mode stuff. Got it. That's a very rudimentary text input manager. Dialog. If keyboard check press VK underscore enter, var flag equals input. Var flag equals input. Dialogue equals, what in the world does this mean? Okay. If keyboard check, press VK underscore enter. If you press the enter key, so the purpose of this is to be that when you press enter, it adds it to the actual DS list. DS list add global.dialog, comma, input. Input is then reset. What does the flag do then? Dialog equals string flag. Var flag equals input. Oh, I think I know what that's for. This is irrelevant. Yeah, I don't need that for this. Text speed, I don't need. Text on and off, I don't need either. Someone added me. Doesn't matter. Text scroll manager, there's no text scroll. Wait, actually, let me not delete that yet. Confirmed preview. Yeah, I'm not deleting this. Save system, not touching that yet. Edit system, script text, input text box. Snapshot calculations, I don't need because that's a predictive system, and I don't need that predictive system for such a simple program. Okay, if text input selection, text input, keyboard check various speaker, input text, DS letter slide, string line. DS dialog, I don't need. DS list add DS dialog input. What is all this? That's specifically for numbers. I don't need this. Text speed is not needed. Delay on is not needed. Delay off is not needed. Edit go to. What in the world is this? Ah, I know what that is. Okay, I'm not touching that yet. Yeah, I'm going to do a lot of this code from scratch just because this code just doesn't make sense. Okay. How to start this off. For the input system, I need the input variable. So input equals a blank variable. Perfect. Now, as a separate thing, let me just do it all in one object. This is such a simple program. Okay, step event and draw event. Create. How am I going to do this? Let me just copy my code over. If keyboard check VK underscore enter any key input. But where is this being called exactly? Probably here if I had to guess. Yeah, I don't know how this works. Timer I don't need. DS total. What's this? Place count. This is some really complicated code. How did I do this? How in God's name did I do this the first time? Okay, draw self. Just for debug purposes, okay. Draw text. Let's do 960, 540, which should be the center of the screen, test dialog. What fonts do I have? Okay, that should work. Ah, okay. I screwed that up. I forgot you can't do that. I don't need that as an instance. Actually, I kind of do. Okay, so that works. Input is set to that. This should do very, very basic input. No, I'm overthinking a lot of this. I don't need it to be that complex. Yeah, that was so simple. Yeah, I was overthinking this. Wow. Okay. Okay, already got that to work. Okay, let's double check that works. Perfect. Now let's set that to 32,820. 32. Perfect. Seems like pressing enter still does something, so I have to figure out what is happening. Now let's see what objects are in the scene. Instances. It's probably this. Either that or the global. Definitely not this. Okay, global. Oh, wait, that's whatever. So it's definitely not that, meaning it's definitely this. Text speed stuff, DS dialogue, DS timings, edit screen plays, edit mode. What is all this? Okay. Draw set font. Okay, a bunch of draw stuff. If room equals that. Band-aid fix. I don't know what the band-aid fix. Script underscore. Oh, I think I somewhat know what this is. No, that's not it. Okay, script input text box. If text input selection equals text input, if keyboard check VK underscore any key input text equals input text plus string blah blah blah. That does all the same things as my current input thing. VK backspace, VK enter. Input text. End region. Confirmed preview. Screw it, I'm developing this from scratch. It's gonna take longer to fix all this than it would be just to do it from scratch. In that case, I'm gonna create a new room for that. Okay, let's add a not tile layer. Assets layer. Wait, I could add sublayers? Since when? When did they add that ability? When did they add that? Okay. Let's add an instance of global and asset of the text box. Let's also have this be the first room. That way nothing spawns before it, so that way it doesn't screw around with variables. Input, if keyboard check, blah blah blah, if keyboard check, press VK underscore backspace, blah blah blah. Let's do else if keyboard check. Keyboard check pressed VK underscore enter. First I need to create DS list. DS list create. How does DS list create? No. To do equals DS list create. I think that's how it works. Yeah, that's how it works. DS list add to do comma input equals, that resets the input. Let me copy over the preview code from, because I am not working on a new preview system under any circumstances. I don't care if the world comes to an end, I'm not working on a new preview system. Global.preview lines times 10. Wait, no. I don't need to do that. I have... used. Meaning it was probably created here. Preview lines equals 1. There we go. I never thought this thing would actually come into handy, but it actually did. Wow. Maybe it's not as useless as I thought. I'm live streaming. What's up? What? Okay, sorry about that. I don't know what this preview launch thing... Wait, I know exactly what it is, actually. Let me delete the global from everything and just make it a local variable. Variable size equals ds list size. Unassigned variable. What are you talking about? It is assigned. You dumb program. It is assigned. To do equals ds list create. What if I turn into a global? I don't care if it's never used. Why is that not working? Okay, that seems to be good. If size is less than or equal to A. How in God's name does this thing work? Draw text. Yeah, that should be working. Draw text, line blank, string C. This should be working, but it's not. Oh, that's why. Let me delete both of those. That should fix it. Haha, that worked. Yeah, I figured out my old code. There we go. Haha, that's great. With that done, I'm basically almost done with the core part of the program, which is all I'm aiming to deal with tonight. Object.box. Ah, I see. Okay. I'll just copy it over from the other room. There we go. Now I can copy over that code. I crashed it, yay. Let's see what crashed it. Preview lock right. Blah, blah, blah. Ah, I have to adjust the code for those. I'm dumb. If global.preview lock right. Preview lock system, got it. Okay. If global.preview like, okay, global.preview lock right is 0. If global.preview lock right, no wait, if DS list size is greater than 10, that should do it. Not set before reading it, which is strange because it should be now.